everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Hino, where we talk about all things reality TV or whatever.
Period.
I'm your host, Pharaoh. Oh, where's my name?
I don't know.
Shit, it's been so long.
Is this Pharaoh? Is that
We're
Lee?
joined by,
I don't know who's who.
We're joined by one co-host, Lee. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We're back again.
Unfortunately.
Back to back, stack the M's.
Stack those M's. Y'all, most shows, they end, around the 12 to 14 episode range.
Maybe a 15.
Maybe a 15 on a bad day. We are on episode 13.
Mm-hmm.
12 people still in the game.
We're still here. Here.
12 people are still in the game. Unfortunately. So it's like...
And it started with like 40 people.
One by one. It's not giving we're going to end
one by one, even 2 by 2.
Even 2 by 2. I'm hoping we end at episode 15. But I can only hope.
I just feel like there's no way in hell y'all having 40-player cast and having this on TV for 10 months at a time. And you know what? Honestly, it makes sense now I think about it. Because think about the network MTV. This is a network, like we've discussed this. They play Ridiculousness 25/8. When they're not playing Ridiculousness, they marathon and Catfish because the new Catfish comes on that night. Mm-hmm. When they're not playing that, they may play a movie or two. They'll give you a good Mean Girls. But that's about it. That's about it.
This is the issue. I saw on Twitter. I don't know shit about RuPaul.
I don't know shit about.
I saw on Twitter that RuPaul just got cut down on MTV from an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. How? Why? Who? And what? Damn, dirty ass finger. So, I don't understand how because I just went to the schedule and on the schedule it's Ridiculousness all day. You could have put them 30 minutes to RuPaul. You could have kept RuPaul on them 30 minutes. I don't know, girl, but MTV just does anything, clearly.
Well, not
anything
MTV,
and everything.
MTV is actually really interesting because they put RuPaul on there, I saw, which is going to be interesting because they didn't went from... and
the Real Gays of Housewives.
And yeah, the real with Taja Hall, I don't know what that's going to be. It's like, okay, LGBT. Your father could be LGBTQ. You know, they could be like, we love the LGBT content. I mean, I'm probably not going to watch because that show, what is it? The Real Gays of Hollywood?
The Real
I don't know what
Gays of
it is. Taja look like the only POC, and I'm not really,
And I don't even like him. Let's be honest. Get out of Taja Hall house. Anybody who's there, leave. Because he's finna get foreclosed.
Well, not no more. He got this bag. He got this MTV bag, baby.
Not no bag for real, babe. MTV bag? Think about it. MTV and bag.
I mean, it's paying Johnny Bananas bills every year.
Is it though?
It gotta be. That Botox is expensive.
The Botox is expensive, but that's Johnny Bananas. This is Taja Hall.
That is Daddy Bananas.
No shade. No shade. So don't tune into the Real Housewives of WeHo because Taja Hall will need the money. He will. He lost Big Brother. Okay, so on the challenge, which is the episode we're watching,
episode 13.
Unfortunately, we see that Fessy just won his elimination against Nelson again. History will repeat itself. And they come back and Fessy's like, that's 4. I don't know if that's 4 elimination wins. I don't know what that is for him. But he said it's 4. So this is Fessy's 4th something. Olivia has a diary room. And she's like, damn, I lost my man Nelson, my girl Nerese. Shit, I guess I just got to, play it on my own. Play it by ear. Do my own thing. And it's like, girl, let me pull these folks up or whatever. So it's like, that's cute for Olivia.
Nelson Nerese really left back to back. That is so nasty for them.
I mean, when you're hating Black women.
Oh my God.
They talked after this. A bunch of people talking. It's like an open forum at this point. People are just talking. A bunch of people are talking to Fessy, and essentially they're like, "Shit, I'm surprised." Johnny Bananas, I think, says it.
Messy ass.
He's like, "I'm surprised." Mariah, was
she the one who put you in.
And Fessy was like, "You know what? I'm surprised about that too. You was the deciding vote, Mariah, and instead of deciding the vote, you burned the vote and just allowed me to go in."
And her excuse is that I just didn't realize it. I did not realize it. I didn't realize it. And then she has a diary room. She says that if the votes had tied, her team would have been in jeopardy. Now, I'm wondering if that confirmed, like, did producers say that? Did TJ say that? Or is she just talking out her ass? Like, who confirmed that?
Put it in the comments.
I don't think they know.
Please, if you know, put it in the comments. If you don't know, shut the fuck up. Just
I
shut
don't think
up. If you
there's
don't
no
know.
way. I don't think that's confirmed unless it doesn't get confirmed until it actually happens. So it comes to the point like it's a tie. Well,
Boom, this is
this
what's
is
gonna
what happens in
happen.
the tie because
Uh-huh.
that's how it's done before usually. So I
Mhm.
don't know. I don't think it's necessarily the case. Like I don't like was it an accident? Like what do you think really was the issue? Like
I think she genuinely don't give a fuck about Fessy. She doesn't care, and she knew that there is a potential for it to have to come back on her team. And she said, "Well, let's just dead that potential." And I'm not mad at her. Comment right now: are you Team Fessy or Team Mariah? There's only one winning team,
I'm definitely Team
and
Mariah.
it's the loser, the one who just went home. So, after this, Mariah has a diary room. She's like, that's when she says she just wanted to make sure that
Keep up.
It was girl. Jordan walks in, and when Jordan walks in, Fessy kind of calls him out a little bit. Fessy's like, Fessy doesn't call him out because Fessy will only call out a woman. So Fessy's talked to Jordan.
He'd be very passive aggressive with it.
He's very passive
in general
when it comes to a man. But when it comes to Mariah, he bucks up real fast. And that's weird.
I ain't seen you buck up to a man yet.
I haven't seen Fessy buck up to a man yet. Name a man Fessy bucked up to.
Quickly.
Got real quiet. But anyways, after calling out Mariah straight to her face, he turns to Jordan. He says, well, Jordan, you said before in your past seasons that you just would be loyal to your word.
Like, why would I keep looking out for you? You guys are just gonna keep taking shots.
And it's not that I'm gonna come after you, but why would I?
But why, I'm not necessarily saying, but I just don't under.
Like, what happened?
Because Fessy wanted to be accepted by the cool kids so bad. He wanted to be a man girl so bad. Fessy, you will never be a man girl until you stop trying to suck their dick.
Period. The fuck? So after this, Jordan, a man, Rogers. What's his last name?
Jordan.
I don't know. Jordan King Daddy. Weston. No, it's not his last name. Anyways, Jordan, he says that honestly, if I'm given an ultimatum like the one I was given, then I'm gonna move with spite. I'm gonna move accordingly. So I moved accordingly. Fessy.
It's wisely.
Wisely.
I'm gonna with a W.
Daddy. Jordan Daddy wisely says that if I'm gonna give it an ultimatum, then I'm gonna move accordingly. The ultimatum was fake, so I moved fakely. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So
this is when Tori once again turns something and some one thing into everything else. And this is like, Tori, why do you continue to do this to yourself on that television?
It's like she's competing with herself to be more and more embarrassing each episode.
So she's her whole argument to him is that first of all, her whole argument is that she stuck her neck out for him, and by doing so, her game became in jeopardy. When you asked him if he wanted to partake in this plan, he should have told you no. And then you still did it. And then you expected him to have your back, which he did have your back, but then you questioned that. And you pressed him about that. So it's just like, girl, like, this is all you. And Jordan basically says she looks stupid because you're literally saying our real world connection is going to be messed up because of this plan. And she just keeps talking in circles. And then
she was like, no, I look stupid because you went back on the plan. And Jordan was like, no, you look stupid because he just repeated himself.
And then this is when she says, Jordan, this entire game has been about you. Every way. And then she starts going into how you coming in my bed, then you go into Neresa's bed, and then it's just like, so how do we go this plan and ultimatum to him fucking Nerese? Nerese ain't been here for how many episodes at this point?
Girl.
Like, what Nerese got to do with this conversation?
I don't know where that came from. And this is my thing. When Tori said this whole season has been about Jordan, me personally, I was confused because watching the season, I remember a lot of other people being here.
Her storyline has all been about.
No, in her mind, the season has been all about Jordan because all she can think about is Jordan. Babe, there's so much other shit going on. You have a partner named Devin. Anissa's your bestie. Nani's here. Like, bitch, Jordan is not what. Like, this is not
her whole game has been wrapped around Jordan since he's been here, literally.
So at this point, Jordan's kind of giggling at her. He's not really saying much because she's just going off about bullshit, about nothing. Like, Tori said that this will affect our personal real life relationship if you don't not say Fessy's name, and it's like, what the fuck is a Fessy to me and you?
The nigga
And
that you
then
fucked after we broke up.
When we talk about the situation with Fessy, Nerese gets brought in. Why is Nerese here? Why is Nerese in this conversation?
But now that I think about it, like,
damn.
Now that I think about it, this is also weird on a entirely different other level, because I just said it. You expect this man, first of all, to save the man that you fucked on national television to get back at him. You can't tell me somewhere in Tori's mind this wasn't a little bit out of, not necessarily spite, but just, yeah, if you don't have my back, you have to save the nigga I fucked to embarrass you to have my back. Yeah, that's how you can prove your loyalty to me.
She's villainizing him.
And he was going to do it. The thing is, he was going to do it. She was
literally going to do it. She wrapped him up in this plan that he didn't have nothing to do with. And then he was going to do the plan that she wrapped him up with and he didn't want to do. And then she did not believe he was going to do it and accused him of not doing it. And then it's...
Because, and you know why, though? Now that I think about it, you know why?
Why?
Because in her mind, she was like, "This, y'all, I'm about to gag her up. This is bad." And I said this. Remember, I said when she came up to him on the bike and she gave him the ultimatum, I was like, "This conversation feels like Tori just wanted to mess with Jordan. This whole thing is Tori wanting to mess with Jordan. Let me, because she probably thought, okay, I'm gonna have him say Fessy, and of course he's not gonna be down with that, and that starts an argument. That starts the back and forth. She told him, and he was like." Okay. Yeah. And she was like, okay. No, there's no way he would do that. I was like, in her mind, she was like, ain't no way he gonna actually do it. So she felt like he was being disloyal, but it's like, he didn't care. Like, he doesn't care, Tori. Now, I hope that's not the case. But it's given. It looks like you just want to mess with this man. And I think it's because he is so nonchalant about it. Like, that's the problem. Like I said, back to origin. Both toxic, both don't need to be with each other. I do feel like Jordan probably did some really fucked up shit in a relationship that really fucked with Tori's mind. But at this point, baby, Tori, you look crazy.
You look bad, babe. You look so bad, babe. You look so bad.
And I don't even like her like that, but it's like, I don't want you to look embarrassed on national TV, especially about no man.
It's weird. It's icky to watch because it's like, in this moment, I feel like it's weird that she essentially gave this man an ultimatum that had nothing to do with the game, said, I'm not gonna fuck with you in person, but da-da-da. And it's like, no shade. I hate to bring other bitches in it, but I also love to bring this bitch in it. Anisha, where are you? Because you're supposed to be their best friend. Are you talking to Tori and telling Tori, maybe you shouldn't be doing this? Are you telling Tori you look crazy on that?
Well, girl, you know,
if I was her best friend, I would have told her she's looking crazy.
These hoes not her friend for real, because you remember she had a conversation with Nani and Anissa, and she was bringing up how, I think that me and Jordan are really on good terms, and we've been talking about basically getting back together. And it was like, yeah, I think there's a lot of love there. I think that you guys really, like, no, anybody with eyes knew that nigga was not trying to get with that girl.
Just saying whatever.
These hoes not your friends.
These hoes not your friends because these hoes, if these hoes was your friend, Tori, I'm telling you right now, babe, cut them off. Because if they was your friend, they would not be letting you look like a fool on that.
A dumbass.
How you are looking currently.
It's bad.
Because you are now 13 episodes in, pressed about a man who ain't been pressed once. Not an ounce of press, bitch. And you have been pressed for 13 long episodes. Do you know how many weeks in the challenge house that is? Too damn many.
Well, babe, she hadn't been pressed that long because at first it was good. You know, they was cuddling and wrestling naked and all this other stuff.
Even that is pressed because you went from, I was so separated from him and I took a break and I healed and I'm so good now. So, even though he's here, it's not giving da-da-da. And it's like as soon as you saw that man, you folded. Like, damn. And then after folding, you got mad at him. You can't get mad at him because you folded. Literally. And then you got mad at Nerese. And she ain't even in. Girl, you look funny. I'm just telling you.
It's bad for her. It's bad for her.
You look so funny. You do. I'm sorry. So after this, Devin does his team talk. And Devin lets his team know that, we just got to keep our emotions out of it. We got to stay rah, 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 hoorah. I want to know what everyone else is thinking about Tori and Jordan. Because
no one else really gives their opinion. Anissa did have a diary. She says, I want off this ride. I know I'm tired of it. Everybody else is. And because she kind of closely, she's as closeness to both of them because she's friends with both. So. And she said she's tired of it too.
I'm tired of it too.
But it's like, at this point, it's your girl. Tell your girl to stop.
Tori is something else.
She's hilarious, to be
I'm
honest.
sorry. After that, Devin is basically like, y'all just keep y'all emotions out of it. We good, and then we need to win. Mariah has the diary room. She's like, it's a girls' elimination, and I'm not confident that Fessy is going to protect me and the fact that this is girls' elimination. And it's like, well, girl, you didn't protect him, but then again, it's like, girl, the nigga never protected you from the beginning when you wanted Johnny.
The whole Rada ship was just not real, right?
At all. Fessy and Mariah are not
Fessy never.
Y'all, Fessy don't know Mariah. Like I said. Fessy saw Mariah's profile on Instagram. She followed him, and that is how it came to be. Like,
I feel like they probably both from the same city type shit or something. Like, he don't know her for real.
He don't know her for real.
This is a girl he went to high school with.
Maybe his sister friend went to high school with her, and that was all.
They said like each other on the bus ride home, bitch. Like, it was not one time.
Because she don't know his birth month. He don't know how many sisters she got.
She burned the votes.
So on Fessy's team, they congratulate him. They're like, "Yay, we glad you won." Boo, boo, boo. Mind you, they don't give a fuck about Fessy. Let's be real.
They just know he's their best competitor. That's they like.
They just know he's a good competitor.
And that's the thing. And this little shit that gas his head. Oh, Fessy, you're doing so good. Fessy, we really need you. Fessy, you're great. He's like, oh god, the team needs me. Ah. Well, guess what? Only one pair can win the fucking final.
And he's gonna lose.
The thing is, he's beefing with his whole pair. So, do you think do we really think he's gonna win this season? Let's be honest.
So after this, Tori says she's like, girl.
What girl?
So they talk about how
oh my god, she's so extra.
So they're talking about the other team, and they're like, "Oh, the other team's scared. We can definitely win, y'all. We can win because the other team's scared. They just panicking."
And here goes Tori. Well, if we do lose, it's apparent I have lost an ally on the other side, and it's like, yeah, y'all. I have beef with Jordan, by the way.
Y'all know the movie scenes where like the awkward person says something, everybody get quiet. It was like that. Like, Tori, shut up. No asked her if they lose, what's gonna happen. This bitch said, and if we lose, we know I have an enemy. Like, and it makes me just feel like when Jordan was like, if Tori feels some type of way, everybody gotta feel some type of way. If Tori has
mind you though, like,
girl, no one cares.
There's no way. I don't think Jordan would necessarily advocate for that girl to go in. Like, I don't think he would care.
He does not give a fuck. God. And it's like, it sucks because this is this girl, raw emotions, but it's like, damn, I wish they didn't bring Jordan. For her.
It's making her look crazy. It really
is. For her. Or I wish she just would have left or something because, damn.
She did not need to be in this house. She did not need to be in this house with this man.
She must have been in love. She had to be in love because she sounds cuckoo. What kind of friends are these? God, y'all should tell her to shut the fuck up. Casey has a diary room. She says, and that's the thing, y'all. This whole team still has a ride or die on the other team because Nani and Casey fuck all the time. So even though Kenny left, Nani is still Casey's ride or die and ride or die. So everyone in this team has somebody on the other team. Oh, yes, everyone does. So hey, we move. After this, Amber FaceTimes her. I wrote down something, but Amber FaceTiming her family, and they I'm sorry. So her and Chauncey are FaceTiming them, and essentially, she's talking about like, damn, y'all, I miss y'all or whatever, and they're like, we miss you too, and I'm sorry. And essentially, she's like, it's good though because we got Chauncey here and we're all good to go. And Amber talks about how her and Chauncey want to start a family. Yeah. After this, Nani and Casey talk, and essentially, it's Nani's mama's birthday. Nani mama passed before the game, and Nani's here to play for her mama. So she's proud that she's still here. Casey talks about how she's proud that Nani made it this far, even though that just happened right before the scene. And then they let the balloons go on her mama's birthday or whatever.
I'm like, oh,
cute. After this, we go to the challenge. The challenge is called Blind Faith. So
I really like this challenge.
It's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. There's going to be 4 challenges, 4 tasks to this challenge. Mm-hmm. And for each of the tasks, your team is going to have to choose who you want to compete in this task against the other team. But the catch is that the task is not going to be told to you. They're just going to show you an image of something that will represent the task.
Yeah.
So the first image they're shown is a target.
Mm-hmm.
And Mariah's team decides that they're going to send in Jordan because Jordan has great accuracy. He's very accurate. And then Fessy's team chooses Fessy. And TJ's like, why? And Fessy was like, well, because Jordan is going.
A follower.
All right.
And then Amber gagged him. She was like, ego.
Like, ego. That's the thing. I ain't even, like, Jordan does have a huge ego, but it hasn't been like... It hasn't even been that apparent this season. But Fessy, it's like...
He wears it on his
He wants
sleeve.
to be a man so bad.
He tries to project that every time you see him. We get it, Fessy. We get it. The more you want to be a man, you have testosterone. You have XY chromosomes. We get it.
The more you want to be a man, the less like a man you look. Like the less like a man you look. Like the most manly men here are Horacio and Chauncey because they don't talk about it. Like they mind their business and be a man. Like, and they're fine. And I would.
Wow. Oh. I saw a video of Chauncey recently on Twitter, y'all. So y'all don't know, Chauncey has an OnlyFans.
And y'all need to go subscribe.
And just like Nelson,
right now,
things are, very long. Very long.
Very long.
Shout out to you, Amber.
Don't subscribe.
Shout out to Amber.
Shout out to you, Amber.
So I know. Wow.
Shout out to you. Because that's a lot of man. Everything. It's already a lot. And then when you find out that it's a lot.
Wow. I'm having flashbacks. Wow.
So the first challenge is going to be Fessy versus Jordan. So what you got to do is there's 7 targets far as hell away. And then you're here with a slingshot with a little ass rock or whatever the fuck it is. And so you and the person have to slingshot and hit 3 of those targets. The first bitch to hit 3 of those targets is going to stop the timer. This is a timed competition.
3 out of 7 of the targets.
3 out of 7 of the targets. So the timer is going to stop once you hit your last of the 3. And once you do, that's going to be your time for this challenge. And then the next challenge is going to start the time up. When you finish that, the time's going to stop. So by the end of it, whoever has the lowest time is going to end up winning the full challenge. So they start off, and like I said, it's Fessy versus Jordan. And the twist of this challenge, the shit that just tickles TJ's pussy, is that they are going to have to drink this nasty, hot-ass concoction every time.
That's just been sitting out there.
It's just been sitting out in the heat, boiling.
Who knows what's in it?
Who knows what's in it? Is it healthy? Clearly not, because they're fucking regurgitating it like it's fucking acid.
Like, and the thing is, the way they were regurgitating it, that cannot be healthy for the body. Like the esophagus, the stomach acids, like that was a lot. It was to the point to where every time they would drink it, it would just come right up.
Mm-hmm.
And he got TJ laughing. This is funny.
That nigga was cacking.
So, like, have you ever thrown up before? Imagine doing that like 10, 15 times.
I hate throwing.
Back to back to back.
I'm not I don't throw up from like eating. Well, I don't know. I've never ate nothing disgusting, but I would like to think that if I ever got a food challenge, I could eat up.
I feel like the consistency of doing it would make you throw up.
That's true.
Because it was like back to every time you missed, you had to take a shot.
And that's why I'm not gonna miss.
Period.
I would have been done in 3 minutes. Period.
Okay, sister.
Me personally.
Fessy starts peeking like uncontrollably though. Like it gets bad.
It was coming out of his nose, baby. So, anyways, they start off, and immediately they both have to start drinking because they keep missing the shots. It's a learning curve to it, and it's a hard learning curve because the shit is so far away.
It's far as hell.
Like, I don't know what to do. So eventually, as they're throwing up and and eating and tired, Devin decides that he's gonna help out Jordan, who is his teammate. And he is like, and so he is like, hey, Jordan, you always are going high. So go a little lower, aim for the lower ones, pull back, go this far, put your leg here, and then release. And then when he released, it hit.
And he was really eating it up. Like Devin has like these little superpowers. Like, I don't know, it really makes my pussy.
He also has OnlyFans, never seen it.
He does?
He does. Never seen it though.
Oh.
Fessy has one. Trash.
All the OnlyFans girls got one.
Does Johnny Bananas have one? Not that I want it. And you know what's crazy? Damn near everybody here got one except the niggas I want to have one. Horacio
Right.
and Jordan, where are y'all?
You know
Jordan does have one.
He do? I like he ain't showing up.
He don't show nothing. Fessy don't show shit. Jordan don't show shit.
You know who need one, but he never gonna make one.
Horacio.
Horacio need one too, but Corey, he need one, but he a family man.
Corey don't need one. It's little.
Yes, he do. Who cares?
Why would I want to see a small thing? I don't think Horacio is just like a swinger, but that body, I just think Horacio could just post undies and I might subscribe still.
I literally would.
That's what Fessy trying to do, but
Fessy don't give that. Like, we gotta see the whole thing.
They don't give that.
Horacio, like...
Horacio could do workout videos on that shit. And
I will subscribe. $50 a month.
$50 a month. I'm sorry. So it had been 30 minutes.
Fully clothed pictures.
Fully clothed. Like, I don't know. So it had been 30 minutes, and Devin has helped Jordan like a good 2 times. So he got both of his shots because Devin has helped. And then eventually Jordan just finishes 38 minutes in, 35 seconds in, 38 minutes, 35 seconds. Fessy is struggling.
Oh no, he's gone.
Fessy is struggling. Who's gone?
Oh, you keep breaking up, but this was a long one.
Damn. Hello?
You here?
Oh, the fuck? Devin, hello?
I'm here. You here?
Oh, okay, I got scared. Devin has been helping Fessy. Devin, well, that too. But Devin has been helping Jordan for a good amount of time. And then Jordan finally ends up getting all 3 of his motherfucking shits finished. It's been 38 minutes, 35 seconds. And then we see Fessy is struggling, babe. It has been like an hour has passed. The nigga's just thrown up. He's missing.
And then hiccup. It's not or die. Gonna come in and talk about some. I mean, he's doing really bad. Like, and one, it makes me wonder how he would win the final.
Like, why are they beefing low key? That's what's crazy. Like, Mariah,
they say she's been on the podcast, so she's been out dragging him for filth. I have not watched,
she should.
But they say they're getting his ass.
When the niggas trash, the niggas trash. So Fessy was struggling, throwing a yakking, doing a lot, and then eventually they're like, "Devin, help him."
They basically start to feel bad for him because he's dying out there. Like at this point,
it's like feel bad for him.
Bad. But it's like this is what pisses me off. And then you really never know could this been the minutes? Because who knows how long Fessy could have been out there? Who knows? Like help him.
He was getting none of the shots. He was getting none of them.
Like that is the stupidest shit ever.
So Devin agrees to help him and ends up helping him get his shots, all of them,
which gave him momentum. Which
gave him momentum to give the rest of them. And Horacio had his DR, and he's like, I don't know if it's the time to be helping people.
And it's like, Horacio, I'm not saying shit in the DR. Say that shit right there. You should have said right there. No.
But I think it's a team of a bunch of weak bitches in Devin. So I guess that's what I could expect.
I just don't understand that. Like, fuck the integrity shit. Like, fuck all that. Like, is there even need integrity into that? Like,
they were just bored. It was giving they were bored. And they were like, let's just help them.
Let's just move on. But that's the thing, too.
And it's like,
my thought process would be, if it's taking him an hour, that who knows how long the other ones could take to do. Mm-hmm. Clearly, we could be out here for 10, 15 hours. And damn, it was nighttime by the time they was done.
Mm-hmm. So Fessy ends up finishing. It was an hour and 3 minutes that it took him. And Devin has a diary room. And Devin is like, we would have to, we have a substantial lead. So it would be a miracle for them to catch up to us at this point. Because we have a 30-minute lead.
Like, that's that cocky shit.
That dumbass shit. I mean, some hood rat shit. After that, the next thing is a puzzle piece. So they showed them the puzzle piece. They decide Olivia and Anissa need to do this one for Fessy's team. And Devin and Ani need to do it for Mariah's team. So it's Devin and Ani versus Olivia and Anissa. Olivia and Anissa. Them bitches. So they got to carry the puzzle pieces.
It's not even Devin and Ani. It's Devin and Tori.
It's Devin and Ani.
It's Devin and Ani. It is Devin and Ani.
It's Devin and Ani. I hate a bitch who what they're talking about.
Oh, that was real bad. My notes was wrong.
Trying to gag me.
I did. That was embarrassing.
Anyways, so they got to run across the field and then assemble a puzzle. So they get to it. And I'm thinking, if it took an hour for the first one, how long is this puzzle gonna take? Like, is these bitches gonna be out here for another hour?
That's what I was
the puzzle looks hard, but I guess it wasn't that hard because
especially definitely not for Olivia and Anissa.
We quickly see that Olivia and Anissa finished that shit real fast. Well, actually, they ended up finishing an hour 33 minutes. Their first challenge, they were at an hour 3 minutes, so it took them 30 minutes to do it. But they also had to run the puzzle pieces. So running the puzzle pieces was half the damn time. And then after they ran it, they figured out the puzzle. And then the other team, which was Devin and Nani, they were struggling a little bit, but not too much, because eventually Devin and Nani ended up finishing at the hour and 9 minute mark. So Devin and Nani and Mariah's team have the lead by 24 minutes going into this next challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The next challenge, it's a light bulb. And for me, that gave I Need a Bit Too Smart.
Yeah.
And what's it giving smart?
I mean, they had run out of people at this point, though.
Yeah, ran out of people. Because Johnny and Tori go for Fessy's team. And it's like, didn't Johnny spend literally time out on a puzzle earlier this season? I don't know. And then Horacio and Amber go for Mariah's team. And it's like, that's just the last two people. I don't know what to tell you.
But this one was more of a, I don't know. It had a mixture of memorization in this. You had to have endurance. It was a lot going into this one.
It was a memory/endurance competition. So it's a big ass field, and there's a circle in the center of it. So you're standing in the circle of the center of it, and then you and your partner have to run across the field to this puzzle wall. So one partner has a puzzle wall with the puzzle already assembled and the memorized photos on there, and the other person has to assemble the puzzle themselves based on the images that you saw. So y'all have to meet back in the middle. You have to tell them what you saw, and then they have to run over there and try to assemble it on the other.
I would never be able to do no shit like this.
And I would have lost.
No, not even because of the running. Just for the simple fact that
we would have to do one by one at a time.
Something.
Or two. I think I could do two at a time.
I probably could have like 3 to 5. I probably could do 3 to 5 at a time. I'm good with quick memorization like that.
I don't think I am. I think I would have had to do 2 at a time. One is yellow with purple X.
You know what? Well, I have like process of elimination like memory. So it's like,
okay,
if you telling me things, I'll remember. Like if you give me 5, I can remember.
I gotta tell
3.
You what they are, or you gotta tell me
well, you tell me. Like I can remember 3, and then the other 2. It's like.
I remember you saying something.
Yeah.
That wasn't in these 3.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be another 2. I see what you're saying.
That's how I feel. That's usually how my brain works with stuff.
I wasn't confident that Horacio was gonna eat this up because
he was
prone to be like a puzzly type of nigga. But clearly
he's daddy
also,
all around.
Yeah. He's also good at that. So him and Amber are, running across, and honestly, I'm really only paying attention to them because the other 2 people are, them. Anyways, I'm looking at Horacio. And there's a scene, and he's coming back to meet up with Amber, and he's explaining to her, what she needs to do. He's doing all these movements, and then there's sweat just dripping down his face.
So him tired, sweating, about to pass out.
The way I wanted to lick it up, y'all, like that sweat droplet would have dropped, and you would have saw me under him, like. I'm sorry.
We need to call a doctor.
I'm sorry. Like I need me a cup, and then his shirt, so I can wring the cup out.
Stop.
So I can wring his shirt out in the cup. Like that man is fucking fine. Like, I don't know. I've never know. Like y'all.
No, it's honestly like honestly,
it's insane.
I see it. It's the truth. It is. That's a man. If I ever did see one.
Whew.
Oh my God.
Where's the OnlyFans? Do you know how much I would pay? He don't know how much I would pay, and that's his issue. If you're watching this and you follow Horacio, let him know how much I would pay. Anyways, so eventually Horacio and Amber end up finishing that shit up. Period. So they finished this competition at an hour and 55 minutes. Tori and Bananas are struggling. And then they end up finishing 2 hours and 33 minutes in. So, babe, it's a 37-minute lead.
And it's like they can't mess this up. There's no way.
It would take a miracle.
And a miracle happens. Yeah.
A miracle named Casey. So, next is you see a Running Man picture for the
Bungie.
But bitch, it doesn't even matter because it's the last people on the teams basically. So Chauncey and Casey are going to go for Fessy's team, and then Mariah has to go for Mariah's team, and they need one other person to go. Horacio just ran a marathon, so they're like.
It's funny because we keep calling them by like their team division, but like they It's not Fessy and Mariah team no more.
They call
Mariah
it.
just went home.
They change the colors every episode. So sometimes it's yellow team, green team. Sometimes it's orange team, blue team. And it's like I don't got time for that. Mariah's team, minus Mariah. So you're tied to a bungee. You and your partner are tied to a bungee. Y'all are both on one side of the field. On the other side of the field is a metal ass bar that you have to grab onto. So the first team to get both
this
of
is like
their
a challenge classic.
It is.
I used to love this elimination.
To get both of the people onto the bar, holding onto the bar, will stop their time first. So we see that Jordan is going. Jordan earlier this morning was sweating, throwing up, and gagging. I will give him that because he had to be out there for 35 minutes doing the slingshot. So he's the person who's repeating it. Chauncey and Casey was sitting down doing nothing all day. So Chauncey and Casey are going for Fessy's team. And so we see very quickly both of the women go to reach the bar first because they're like, okay, the boys are going to have to dig in, reach the women, and then hit the bar. So
that's usually how it happens. So they both end up there, and then the men are all, Chauncey and Jordan are trying to crawl their way up to the bar, but they are very much so struggling. Chauncey is like, Casey's like, what do you need? Chauncey's like, I don't know. Like, I'm just stuck at this position, and when I get here, I don't know what to do. Jordan is struggling down, sweaty, tired. And so eventually, Jordan and Mariah decide to switch. Yeah. Because they're like, Jordan's longer. Maybe Mariah. I don't know why they thought they should do that.
I don't know what that makes sense.
Mind you, this has been a challenge for years. It has never worked like that. It never gave that.
So
it
they
just
tried that.
Doesn't make sense, honestly.
It doesn't. Mariah would have to literally
pull you down there.
Pull you. Like, come on now. So Casey and Chauncey end up resetting. So at this time, Casey runs slightly ahead of Chauncey, but both of them run at the same time. Casey runs slightly ahead of them, and then she catches the bar. So Chauncey's a little farther this time, and so he's able to grab onto Casey's foot. So he grabs onto her foot, and then by the time he grabs onto her foot, he just has to crawl up her as long as she's able to hold on. And she is. A smother. A pro athlete.
And then Amber had diarrhea. I mean, I'm low key rooting for Chauncey, you know. They're like, yeah, support your man, sister.
So they end their time, and their time ends up at, I don't even know what time it was. Child.
3 hours, 9 seconds.
Oh, 3 hours, 9
minutes and 38 seconds.
That's what it is. So 3 hours and 9 minutes is when they end their time. Then the other team, their time is still ticking because they haven't finished. So Jordan and Mariah, the other team. So Jordan and Mariah.
No, once Mariah wins, once they pass them. Oh wait, no, they still have to go.
They're still going.
Oh, okay.
So Jordan and Mariah are going.
Girl, clearly I didn't remember this episode at all. Like,
no, you did not watch the episode. I'm sorry.
I did. I swear.
So Jordan and Mariah go, and they try to go at the same time, but that didn't work. So then
I don't have it written down.
You don't?
No.
Damn. Because at this point it was like, good luck. So Mariah goes first, and then Jordan tries to grab onto her. So Jordan actually grabs onto Mariah, but he doesn't make it to the bar because Mariah isn't strong enough to hold on. So eventually, at the last couple of seconds, it's like counting down. They got 10 more seconds. Jordan is literally holding onto Mariah. She's holding onto the bar. He's like so close to it, but Mariah lets go because she can't hold his weight. Boom, they end. And it's like, I'm not too mad at Mariah. Like, Casey is a pro athlete, babe. Of course, Casey can hold on. But, damn.
Sucks.
Damn. Mariah team loses again. It's a girls' elimination, so the girls are going to win.
And went home and question mark on her team. It's sad.
All these question marks. We'll get another one next episode. So back at the villa, Amber talks to Chauncey, and Chauncey is crying because he's like, damn, yeah, I won it for my team, but now you're in trouble because 2 of the girls are going to elimination, and there's only 3 girls on their team.
Yeah.
So Amber has a high likelihood of going to elimination. And he was sad. He was crying. He was like, girl, you did not let me down. If anything, if I go home, you need to win. So I need you to keep your head up and keep your
They have the cutest relationship.
Like, I don't know. I love it too. We get to the interrogation.
I love it too.
Nani goes first. I was bored.
Nani coming into the same thing every episode. Y'all my friends. Thank y'all for keeping me safe. Literally. We know what it is. Period. Like,
and that's what she said. But she kind of insinuated she want Mariah to go in because she was like, you know, y'all are my friends. And Mariah's a rookie. We don't know her strengths, but
Mm-hmm.
Amber is the elimination queen. So if you got my
Mm-hmm.
back, you know what the fuck to do. And she left. After that, Amber walks in, mother, and Amber was like, "I want everybody to rage. How many of you had to fight your way to the end? You had to fight your way to elimination on your first show.
Period. This was Big Brother Amber. This was Big Brother Amber.
And she was like, "Well, Mariah hasn't." And it's like, "Ooh." So she says, also, Nany is one of my ride or dies. I have Chauncey, but I also Nany, y'all friend, is one of my bitches. So, I don't want to go against Nany.
She said, I literally see us right now. And then cut to Casey.
Literally.
And it's like, she knows what she doing. She knows exactly what she doing.
I wouldn't want to go against Nany. And what y'all,
My also ride or die. Amber is hilarious. Amber is so hilarious. Because if you don't know, Amber hilarious. Because if you ask her, not Amber, was that she'd be like, I just know I really love Nany.
That's my I do like Nany. Girl. So Mariah comes in.
Please.
Mariah comes in and Johnny's like, why would it be bad to say your name? Let us know. And Mariah was like, Amber has a good track record for eliminations.
No, Mariah, she really kills me when she speaks because she loves to gag a bitch. Well, we obviously know it's not going to be Nany, so...
Because why did she say that? She just have to say, yes, but damn. So, Fessy has a diary room, and he's essentially like, it might be time for Mariah to go in.
Mm-hmm. And he called her out, because he already feeling and he said that earlier, how can I counter Mariah after she did what she did? Mm-hmm. And he basically called her out again here, talking about the burn vote. Why would you do that to me? Mm-hmm. He's feeling very pressed.
Mm-hmm. And so Mariah ends up having a diary room, and she's like, basically, Fessy wants me to beg him to not put me in it. And I'm not begging
I'm not doing that.
So good luck, just put me in, I guess. And it's like, oh, queen. And I love this for Mariah because she very much so could have won this challenge, this elimination. It would have been like, you're an icon, low-key. She said, go ahead, put me in if you would like.
I do not care.
And I will press the button first. And that is all. So after this, Casey and Nany talk again. And it's like, this is the same conversation we had. Amber and Chauncey talk again. Same conversation. We go to the zone. And
they obviously have nothing to show.
And I was telling Lee,
that's what I'm saying. At this point, it's like, I understand you have to, because it's a 40-player cast at first. Mm-hmm. So our 30 minutes make a little bit more sense.
Not 40.
It don't make sense no more. It doesn't need to be an hour, 45 minutes, babe.
And this podcast needs to be 45 minutes. So we get to the zone. Fessy was like, I'm going to say Nany name. Olivia was like, I'm going to say Nany name. And I was telling Lee, I was like, oh my God, I could strategically get around this because if I'm Fessy, I go to Olivia and Chauncey, say, let's just say Nany name, make the other people split their votes. That's bullshit because they got to all say their votes in front of people. I forgot. Yeah. So Fessy just says his vote Nany. Olivia says Nany. So everybody else know they need to just vote Mariah. So everybody except for Bananas to vote Mariah. Bananas say Amber because Mariah's his girl. Mariah goes in. Mariah's like, thank you. I was like, okay. Fessy has a diary. He says Mariah needs to earn her stripes. Well, Fessy, you need to earn a win.
Ooh.
After this, Amber and Nany got to go into the draw. They're the only two.
Ain't no Amber.
Amber is an actress, bitch. So Amber is like, you're sure you don't want to go first? And Nany's like, no, girl, you go ahead and go. And here go Amber.
I want you to go. I don't want to go against you.
And Anissa gagged her in the diary room, but I don't care about Anissa.
Anissa, so you talk to girl that about your mouth.
Anissa, just shut up. They love showing Anissa diary rooms. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, what Anissa got to say.
About what Anissa got to say. So after this, Amber chooses the dagger. It's safe. It's going to be Nany versus Mariah.
The OG challenge versus the rookie.
The OD. So the challenge is... No, y'all, I wanted to say, you know what I wanted to say? I kind of like Nany. I think Nany being distant from her proximity to the Green Gang is really helping her. Because I don't, when she's alone, I like her a lot more. I know I don't like Anissa and Tori. I don't have nothing to say about Casey, and that's the problem.
I think what annoys me about that is just that, even now, it's like, it's low-key a free ride. Like, she's been virtually safe every time they've lost. Like, like it's the first time the nation has almost went home. Bitch, 2 letters. Your ass would have been out.
Literally. So they have to like pull up a sheet with their body, and that sheet will reveal a list of words. It's 6 words. You have to unscramble them because they're scrambled, and you got to put them on your board. First to finish wins, bitch. So we get to see the TJ wife coming. Don't nobody care about that.
Very random.
I'm so sorry.
Out of nowhere.
I'm so sorry. I
was like, okay.
I don't care. It's not a special episode. Why is she here?
I'm thinking they're going to put out, I don't know who.
It's an hour 30 minutes, so they needed content for 5 more minutes. I don't know why.
Was she just there that day? Like, did they plan this? Like,
they had a date afterwards, so she was coming early. I don't know. So Nany's strategy was to unscramble the words while looking at the board, figure out what word it is, and then go back and then actually put the word on the board. Mariah's strategy was to get all the letters, put them on the board, and then unscramble them while they're on the board. And TJ gagging with his wife was like, Mariah's strategy is stupid as fuck. You should definitely be unscrambling. It's like, oh, okay. And he's whispering to his wife. And it's like, okay. So at that point, I was like, okay, Mariah might lose. So quickly, we see Nany get the first 2 words way faster than Mariah because Mariah's thing is longer. But eventually, by the 3rd word or the 4th word, Mariah has caught up because the words started getting harder to unscramble. So Nany started doing the same strategy as Mariah, as in getting all the letters, putting it on her board, and then unscrambling. So Mariah has caught up to her. She gets the 4th word. But Nany's on her ass. So it's like Mariah's in the lead, but Nany's on her ass. So Mariah does it again. She gets the 5th letter first. Nany's after her gets the 5th letter. Then they're both on their last word. It's an easy ass word. I immediately saw friendship. It was friendship. And so at the end, they're both trying to get all the letters for friendship. Homegirl can't find a letter. The other girl can't find a letter. Neither of them can find a letter. But eventually, they both place their last letters. They're like, I'm done. Check. And Nany says check first. And Nany's like, I said it first. And then TJ was like, you got to press the button. So boom, they press their button. And Mariah's like, I press my button first. Check the cameras. Check the cameras. And it's confirmed Mariah did hit her button first. However, Mariah looks at her bird. She's like, damn, I spelled a word wrong.
She knew it.
She was very graceful about it. She's like, damn, I spelled it wrong. All right, I'm out. Y'all are lost. And
you got me.
This is what I got to say.
Get her.
I'm sorry.
Get her.
And I just said I don't have nothing, she all right.
It's no beef.
But not.
Like, we're not taking our shoes off right.
This is literally your 10th decade playing this game. How the fuck did Mariah? This is Mariah's not only first season, but first elimination. And she literally was
solo elimination.
This was a 2-letter flip away of whooping your ass, babe. Huh? You are a alleged, because what is it called? A veteran? Bitch, if you were a veteran, you shouldn't be losing damn near to a rookie. Babe, Mariah.
That would have been so nasty.
Press her button because she spelled devotion wrong. Like the dumbass shit. That was all it was. It's like, damn, girl. Like, you was 2 letters away from losing. And it's like, that was a rookie mistake because, and Mariah said it's a rookie mistake, but it's like, if Mariah had the wherewithal to know, I need to be very accurate and thorough with my shit, this was her first elimination. So she's not thinking that. Let this have been her 2nd elimination this season, she probably would have whooped your ass. And it's like, why are you losing to a rookie on their first season? But you're supposedly a legend who deserves to win, and I'm here.
Well, she didn't lose.
Girl, we're here to help Nany get her win. Nany doesn't deserve a win. She's a fucking loser.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, you should not be coming this close to a fucking rookie on your fucking 10th season, ma'am. The fuck? And it pisses me off because she literally got a free she was not getting voted in just because of how old she is. And it's like, that's bullshit because Mariah didn't have a chance to be on The Real World. She was too young.
She was a diapers bitch.
Mariah was in diapers. That's the only reason you didn't get sent in immediately. And then you went in anyways and fucking almost lost.
Bro, if Mariah had came back from this, that would have been so nasty.
Her would have been so nasty. Ooh, I wish she would have took Nani.
The fact that she came that close though is already like damn.
Mm-hmm. And what I will say is
I would like to see Mariah come back. That's gonna be
dud.
interesting.
Like Mariah's not no dud, so I'm not gonna play in Nani face like she just lost to fucking just whoever. Because Mariah is that girl, but Nani. That's the thing. You got all
Mariah
these friends.
can come back and win.
You got all these friends, but if you can't win elimination, you still could have went home. All these friends, and you still almost went home.
That's what messed people up like Anissa.
But
Anissa got all these friends. She gets in there and always lose because I mean she's not that good at competitions. Like a lot of these people are not.
Challenge.
A lot of these veterans aren't as well rounded as the veterans used to be. They're just not.
They're just not. Girl, so Mariah leaves, but she doesn't because TJ is like, girl,
twist those twists.
Fessy don't give a fuck about her, so that's not even a
really
good thing for her. I don't even know why she's got.
It's giving
most likely. And then no, literally. And then was there a preview for next episode?
It was. Tori is still mad with Jordan. Shocker. And there's gonna be some other twist that's gonna shake up the game. I'm assuming because the way the reactions were, like I told you guys, expect the TJ is Julie Chen now, so you can't expect the unexpected.
I wish he would just send all these niggas home. Like, let's just get to the final.
Can we go back to going 2 people going home in a row because
please,
I can't.
If that's the twist. Hurrah!
I feel like but the thing, it's weird now because they've already divided up the people. You can't put them back in pairs unless you bring back other people. Which I mean, that could be the twist. Maybe he bring out Mariah and homeboy.
I'm bored.
I don't remember his name. Kenny.
He been there for a minute.
I know he's chilling in this Ponderosa sequester.
Big chilling. All right, y'all. We out or whatever. Check us out next week, and also keep your eyes peeled.
Something's coming.